Aku live lagi. Hai Bagas. Selamat datang di Genshin Impact. Hari ini kita bakal chillin lagi, main-main quest. Wait, I don't know why. Oke. Aku kembali lagi main Genshin Impact. Aku dapat tahu. Mana dia? Hello. Sekarang aku nabung lagi buat dapetin Shanghai. Walaupun aku tadi sempat ngegacha sih hari ini. 360. Terus juga aku mau ini dulu nabung ini nih. Star Glitter buat nanti apa Black Cliff Fall. Jangan Royal Spear. Ew. Tadi kita mau ngapain? Oh ya. Quest wait till 10 to 12. Tik tuk tik tuk tik tuk tik tuk tik tuk tik tuk tik. Halo Momo, halo Nawa. Ini dari ini nih, dari Discord Kaocha nih, fix ini. Wah, dari Discordnya Kaocha fix kalian nih ya, Momo sama Nao. Tunggu, ini ada ini. Halo. Ecco di Fokokomia Tangonomia Shrine. Oke. Sebentar.
Adventure time.
Oke, kita ke atas lagi. Ntar habis quest yang ini kita mau main quest yang Sumeru lagi. Atau quest yang Chasm dulu ya.
Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives.
Masa bro, halo mandi di.
Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar
Bukan di HP
come
aja
to
udah.
see me, and should my whereabouts
Bukan
be
di HP aja udah,
unknown,
pintunya buka, jangan
direct
tutup.
them to
Harus
proceed
gerak.
southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage.
Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage.
The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made
Halo
no
Man
communication
Dede.
regarding
Halo
her
Arya
whereabouts before
DP.
disappearing. And even then, only
Arya
as
kah?
far as I...
Kokomi.
Aryanya Arya mana dulu nih? Banyak yang namanya Arya soalnya.
Adventure time.
Mana itu? Oh, sini. Karang Mulia. Oh, beda Aryanya. Karang Mulia jauh banget. Rumah lamaku.
Here we go.
Oh, Arya. Iya ya, ada. Aku ingat aku ada temen namanya Arya juga di rumah
Are
lama.
you sure this is the right place? Feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere.
Oh, ini. Kokomi.
Doesn't that tree look like the one she described?
Iya, oh iya benar. Arya. Selamat datang kembali.
That's where you ran off to.
I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick?
No. It's nothing like that. It's just my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
Oke, bentar guys, bentar. Give me a minute. Monitorku lagi biasa ini. Soalnya TV ku lagi ngide-ngide. Dan juga kayaknya aku lagi nggak akan lama deh. Karena TV ku masih kondisinya. Oke, I'm back.
You noticed? I guess I
Kalian pas
haven't
tamu
quite
3000
mastered
aja
the
Sofi.
ability
Iya
to
ya,
hide
benar
how
ya.
I'm feeling. Okay, to be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to
Tokopedia berisik
suspect
tahu, tolong.
something could be wrong. This piece was hard won.
Is there anything we can do to...
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through.
We'll find it and then we'll read it.
You do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Looks like there's a way
Let's
in
find
over
some
there.
books. What's this?
Oh, look at all so does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting?
Oke.
Sangonomiya events. This is a lot of work for one. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
Monitornya. Halo Bang, halo Anif. Selamat datang di stream. Aduh. Hiha, huha, huha, hiha. Oke. Ini apa? Investigate.
Hey, look!
What is this?
Could this be the book she wanted?
Bla 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 bla.
Swordfish cap.
That's just, give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's.
Hop.
You saw it.
What? Oh ini.
It's gotta be this one, right?
Moodmu aman. Ditunda lagi. Besok.
Look, there's even. Ooh, it's
Besok aku
pretty
harus ke
dense.
Jakarta.
Well,
Ke RSCM. Soalnya rumah sakit yang aku rujuk itu kemarin katanya
you wanted?
bengkakku ini nggak bisa diapa-apainin karena bukan karena emang nggak bisa, tapi emang karena mereka peralatannya kurang.
Read a bit out loud.
Jadi akhirnya dikirimlah ke rumah sakit yang ada di Jakarta. Beuh, jauh banget. Kita besok perginya. Kan kocak gitu loh, kita udah jalan udah hampir sebulan kita nungguin,
That's the victory feast.
tiba-tiba
Mention that the pew should.
begini begitu, akhirnya nggak jadi.
Master. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Did you sleep? What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through tengkyu. Well, we better get ourselves a woohoo!
Oh, we go buat apa namanya victory feast. Feast itu apa deh, lupa lagi, acara makan ya. Banquet itu kan acara makan. Makan bersama lah istilahnya. Merayakan kemenangannya, kan victory. Juga kita eksplorasi Watatsumi Island masih belum banyak juga ya. Apalagi di ini quest yang di Surumi Island aku juga belum selesain. Nih, tuh masih ada 2 lagi di sini belum aku selesain. Tapi ntar aku udah niat mau selesai yang ini. Terus nanti juga anak ini udah, kalau yang Seirai udah semua, udah 0,5% makan tuh. Tinggal aku anak-anak aja nanti yang kayak apa namanya puzzle-puzzle kayak di pulau-pulau sini. Ini juga aku belum anak ya. Ntar aku anak cobain deh. Sama dapat ini juga nih. Dapat si Menawa gratis. Kemungkinan bagus. Kalau bisa dapat bagus, kita taruh di Hutao. Ini juga, tapi bukan bintang 5, melainkan bintang 4. Jadi agak kurang. Kalau yang ini sama juga tapi bintang 4. Kalau yang ini bunga tapi bintang 4, bukan bintang 5. Jadinya enggak, agak burik. Ini juga yang timepiece tapi ya itulah ya. Oh, yang Monika Buto juga nih. Kita juga bentar lagi mau event win belum ya? Karena kan nanti bentar lagi versi 1.3.5. Sangat aneh. Tadi baru juga join live Bang Misi, tiba-tiba jadi moderator aja. Oh, Bang Misi emang Bang Misi jadiin kau moderator, Bu. Selamat ya kalau gitu. Jadiin moderator. Ichio.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast.
Wow.
How much energy will that take?
Don't worry, I've got plenty.
That's great!
Walks by the banquet's fire and start give a speech.
Welcome, everyone. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the... None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the 10...
What the heck, kok like-nya tiba-tiba di 7 aja. Terima kasih yang udah pada datang, di dahulu like. Jangan lupa di-share-share ke kawan-kawan kalian.
Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open when I still have... and I'm
Okay, sure. We'll go.
We'll go ask around. Talk to the nearby crowd. Mana oh ini? Hirai.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do.
Bed shooks.
We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Kan gratis. Oh ini. Kabasawa. Pas bagi nomor WA dong. Jangan memikirkan kalau jadi moderator kan harus setia, sedangkan aku jadi moderator dengan 2 channel yang berbeda. Sebenarnya ya, kalau misalnya Hanif, kalau kamu mau pindah ke Bang Misi juga nggak apa-apa. Juga sekarang kan lagi orangnya lagi nggak mood banget dan lagi bikin konten, lagi bored out lah istilahnya. Bikin konten males, live streaming males, maunya main-main aja aku doang. Ibu juga kayaknya aku bakal break dulu dari Minecraft ya, kayak maksudnya istilahnya istirahat dulu dari Minecraft. Soalnya kalau kalian lihat Namaku ya, MC-nya hilang kan, Fashla doang kan sekarang jadi Fashla lagi doang, bukan Fashla MC lagi, MC-nya hilang. Terus soalnya karena aku ganti lagi, soalnya aku mau istirahat dulu dari Minecraft. Walaupun Minecraft memang game signaturku ya, game paling ikonik lah di channel ini, tapi sayangnya aku nggak bisa lanjutin Minecraft dulu. Jadi untuk semua series, semua mungkin SMP akan aku skip dulu, sampai mungkin aku ntar beli akun baru lagi. Karena akun Minecraftku yang lama, yang pas MC yang biasa aku bisa pakai itu lagi kena hack, lagi dikunci sama Microsoft lah istilahnya. Kena hack sih kagak.
Wait, don't tell me. Cap, you actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run. Huh. Is that so? Do you remember what the most important thing is to the resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in it.
This? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see it.
See about that. Hai. Come on. Mati lu. Ayolah, level 90 masa kalah sama level 40. Tapi juga artefak aku dingin ya. Enggak deh. Tuh, sama aja loh. Bahkan senjatanya aja level 1. Kita enhance dulu bisa nggak? Oke. Enhance dulu dah, setidaknya biar enakan dikit. Gak usah di ascend, tapi biar aja. Hai.
You're a strong
Makasih
fighter.
sudah membantu sejak dirilis. Was punya IG nggak? Aku IG nggak punya.
You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you captain, comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been. What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at... What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another vision? We are the resistance. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
What it boils down to is you just want to fight.
Yeah, everything you... Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for? All because of some imaginary...
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. For the sake of victory, you'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. But how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Namiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna... What are we gonna do?
Oh, that's a problem. Twitchmu kok hilang kak? Aku panggil karena umurmu sama kayak kakak aku.
Adventure time.
Twitchku enggak, kok nggak hilang? Yang Fashla MC, maksudnya Fashla MC yang mana? Fashla MC ku masih ada kok Twitchnya. Maksudnya hilang apa? If Twitch. Twitch.
Found out a few things.
Oh iya beda ya, beda link ya. Aku ngasih beda link. Bukan itu. Twitchku iya hilang. Soalnya akunnya udah aku delete.
The whole thing about the Tenryo
Akun yang aku pakai itu karena soalnya akun baru. Kalau yang akun lama aku karena lupa passwordnya doang, jadi ya gitu. Cuman akun Twitch lama aku udah balik kok, jadi aman.
I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling
It's my
earlier,
fault,
it
it's
never
my
would have
brother.
come. I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's the talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hot.
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, it would almost certainly, not to mention,
Sounds like a really tricky...
don't let it worry you. What's done if these soldiers cross the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Let's meet here again.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Aku mau fokusin ke hutan dulu, setidaknya kalau ke 70.
Silly child.
Nanti kita bakal lagi 10-12.
Let's go find some treasure.
Oh, next day lagi. Tik Serai Island tuh. Serai Island. Ketahuan banget dari floating islandnya itu. Pas bisa bantu promosiin channelku nggak? Tapi nggak sekarang. Arka ganti nama. Ya Arka mah selalu ganti nama deh ya. Arka mah selalu ganti nama. I don't know why. Aku nggak tahu kenapa dia selalu suka ganti nama. Mungkin memang biar ngefit kali ya, ngefit sama temanya dia sendiri.
Well, here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure. I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation. Wow. There's so many.
Glad to hear it. But as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, this response excellent.
Time to head off. Mana kita? Ke astaga jauh banget. Aku belum unlock yang ini lagi. Boleh-boleh aja kalau mau dipromosin area. Nanti aja paling. Ya, kata kau iya nanti sekarang. Ya tapi jangan minggu depan. Pokoknya mulai dari Senin aku nggak bisa jawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan itu karena aku mau ke rumah sakit di Jakarta. Operasi part 2 guys. Gaming. Jangan-jangan ini sesuatu di dalam sini. Hello. Oh nggak ada.
Adventure time.
Hello Xavier. Karena kalau di Genshin nyebutnya gitu. Xavier bukan Xavier. Bukan Xavier. Xavier R-nya hilang. Hop. Oh, salah. Salah jalan ke sini. There we go. Kaget, what the heck? Tiba-tiba gang. Gitu kaget. What? Gimana Fas, bisa nggak? Bisa. Cuman ya pokoknya bukan Senin, bukan minggu depan lah. Selama seminggu aku nggak akan bikin konten atau bisa jawab DM. Aku bakal di rumah sakit.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe...
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing?
That's right. He experienced the war between us firsthand.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we intend to remove these restrictions.
That's fine. But if they're paying any losses they sustain due to...
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty.
Negotiations seem to...
The next item has to do with in the past. Our economic cooperation between our... Since the war is now...
The problem there is that trade...
Correct me if I'm wrong.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in... Not to mention that...
Let's leave that aside for now then. On to the military question. Watatsumi...
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui...
Okay, cutscene.
Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them! Protect Madam Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73?
Bisa kan? Iya bisa.
last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. Situation has changed. Rest assured, I am Madam Kujo. This is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move. You two, here. Speak. Collusion with the Fatui?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island, and with respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be... Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation.
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want... One day, I will hunt. We bear responsibility. My sincere apologies. I have my own...
But of course, Madam Kujo, I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation.
Bang, aku pindah ke live Bang Michi dulu sekitar 2 hari ke depan. Silahkan. Yes, silahkan.
For the time being, however...
I'll see you next week, my friend. Kita bertemu lagi minggu depan.
I will lay this issue aside. As for the trade...
Seems like Kujo-Sara.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island. I hope that when we meet, I think we can leave things...
I should inform you that I recommend...
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Okay, that's done. Kita kemana dulu nih? Atau ya udah langsung aja ke sini kali ya. Borough Village.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your... You believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit.
Your Excellency...
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future.
Operasi
Many
belum
seek
dia.
peace, but there are are still those who
Aku
pursue war.
rumah sakit yang di RSUD mereka nggak bisa. Ya kira aku dirujuk ke RSM ke Jakarta.
It is right that Watatsumi, I don't want to hear. All right, dismissed. And if there is,
Yes, ma'am. From now, thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency.
I think that's finally it. I can feel my
Are we done yet? Can we please just finish the quest? I want to berak. Boy, lama banget questnya. Oh, masih lawan Sumeru sih. Sumeru total 5 jam questnya. 6 jam lebih kali paling.
Thank you for everything. With your help, recovering today was. I think I might get
Ya
close
skip
to
aja lah, lama aku mau berak.
But I realize that in short, I've still got some maturing to do.
Why longer? Oke, sure, why not? Oke, akhirnya selesai. Tak dulu, sebentar. Apakah quest Arataki itu bisa aku ambil sekarang? Bisa, tentu saja. Kalau mau ini apa sih butuhnya? Taurus Iracundus sama Wherefore did the spirit still descended? Itu aku nggak tahu quest apaan. But where's Ito? Here we go. Unlock Ito quest. The only evil. Let's go to here. Salah. Waypoint. I want to berak. Ay. Aku mau berak dulu, tar dulu bentar. Sebentar guys. Oke. I'll be back boys. I'll be back. I want to poop. Aku mau berak dulu. Tar dulu. Lagu apa ya?
Jamuran.
Iklan. Oke, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Saatnya kita main questnya Aratak itu.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission after assessing the assignment. The guild has concluded...
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo. This does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, but please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information. Thank you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Adisask.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control. You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so he was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if, in fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's... So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Kalau aku lagi puas, jangan join dulu.
Adventure time.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the adventurer.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything. Paimon's curious.
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him. At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree. At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The vision hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
It does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito,
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to... I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you...
How much...
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But what? The blue Oni was just an innocent little kid!
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Ito is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him?
What?
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given in to his bad side,
I could only assume so, judging from...
Okay!
In fact, if you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Right! No.
It just so happened, of course.
Sneak! Let's head to Yashiori.
Ya, ke situ. Ya, dia udah unlock tuh. Oke. Kita unlock dulu dah yang ini waypoint ini. Ya, waypoint kan gitu sih. Juga sekarang kita ini loh apa domain ini nih, yang deket sini. Kalau nggak salah itu domain yang si Menawa sama itu deh. Nah ini tuh. Yap. Si Menawa sama emblem Severed Fate. Hai. Oh, kena petir. Sial, kena petir. For the drop. You give. We'll see. Oh. Nah, kita ke atas sini dulu udah coba. Help. Ini berbahaya. The water is dangerous. Let's make some food. Hey. Matsu pakeku habis. Wah, ini ada orang satu lagi nonton. Halo ini. Soalnya datang di stream kawan. Masih juga yang udah mau like-nya, yang like ke-9 ini, siapapun yang like. Jangan lupa di-share dan di-subrek. Crystal Marrow. Oh, ini Maku Kenkinya ya.
very...
Such a swift blade. Goodbye.
Not bad, as far as truffles.
What the heck? Thank you. Nah, di bawah sini nih. Oh, itu tuh arena itu tuh si siapa? Namaku Genki. Poin yang itu tak aja lah. Tak questnya dulu aja. Apaan tuh? Apaan nih? Kubur ya? Aduh, baru aku kebus berak lagi. Kalau guys ya, habis ini baru kita pause dulu lagi streamingnya. Wow. Tir, kamu kagetin aja. Tuh, ini kebakar mau, tapi kok ini nggak mau kebakar, tapi tadi rumputnya mau kebakar. Gimana coba? What? Oh, ini. What's that? Thank you.
There are more footprints here. Should be just up ahead. Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito?
Mana?
Doesn't seem to be. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can.
Oke, nggak kena. Gue nggak mau kena sih. Apa coba? There we go.
What should we do?
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Hey, whoa. Take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you... Well, whatever. If you think I'm going, I pack a mean punch, you know.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, as boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low.
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking...
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly he took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we—
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall. What's taking you so long?
yeah, that—
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but it's because of a little thing called, Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Ito? You don't...
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay. If you say...
Yep, I'll be right there.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then...
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to...
What should we do?
Oh, it's on! I like you. Come with me. Saves you...
Dual blade dan dual blade. Aduh, kita anokin dulu deh. Mumpung ada ini juga kan nih.
Let's get down to business.
Permisi, numpang lewat. Oh. Okay, let's fight. Sing. Easy. Wow. Sambil petir.
Adventure time.
Mas senjata doang. Iron point, double blade, practice note. Tapi it's okay lah. Kita dapat berapa sih sekarang? 15. Wow, gila banyak banget. Ini satu lagi deh, bisa naikin ke level berapa ya? 47 nya.
Adventure time.
By the way, Hyman's curious. What kind of game is beat?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start, the grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle... Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? I have taken part in more, but it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's gotta be in the right headspace as well. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me.
But we're not the ones that will be playing.
Oh, anyway, not a problem. And by the way, that...
Okay, so...
Okay, let me... there! Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my...
Adventure time.
Uh-oh! Lightning storm!
Just our luck. Oh, no! Darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. You got... Look! You see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Onikabuto! Now that's what I'm talking about! Huh? Oh, what the... Ah, no! Not lavender melons! Well, even a pro like myself can make mistakes from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else. This is the one! See? Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But, size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually gotta... Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever... Young beetles that have never fought before always go all... Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that...
Right here! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hop down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby. What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like that the one you guys found must be way big.
Oh,
Nope, this is the first one Paimon...
Well, looks like you got a real knack for...
Oh, so over...
Anyway, great. With both... Well, so many
As in pure...
Whoa.
Lama.
Let's not do anything rash here, you know? I think... Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy.
Don't!
I've got this fight in the bag.
Huh? When did you come...
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
Kucing bertarung. Kayak apa sih kalau di luar, kalau di dunia nyata tuh kayak namanya ya?
Oh, no! My little nimble ninja! Ha! Dang it! It's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible!
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks all but...
All right, little guy, use your...
No!
Yay!
Boy, did that one put up a fight! Woo! I know a real beat.
See? Paimon's got real... Oh, right. This is for you, Dad.
Huh?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But...
Of course we will. Trust me. I never... Anyway...
Good. The kid...
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I...
That's not true! I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything, and not only did he not do anything wrong, he...
Hey, I'm,
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what...
Seems I can't hide it anymore. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possession, I have my own reasons for lying about it. And I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs.
in the world would you say that you were the
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all...
Hold on a second. If you...
Oh, so you already know. Well,
So...
everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The blue Oni chose exile, and the but the other details aren't historically... The Inazuma of long ago was a The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans.
Paimon thought you were...
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horn because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans. Didn't. If things were to continue over drinks, first, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own. In other words, they were to carry it. After choosing exile, the number of blue Oni began to dwindle. Until eventually, since I first heard the story of the blue and crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really wasn't. Exactly. I've always respected our pride. My guess is that the blue Oni was That's right. If I didn't
What does that...
He was the one He was off playing. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take... There's more to this than... That's everything. But, if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time.
Yep, Paimon too. Just treat it like we're here to keep it...
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I should tell you, though. All right.
Mana lagi ini? Ini siapa? Halo, Zafir Prime Edits. Orang di channel saya. Fashla. Semoga kamu betah, jangan lupa di like sama subrek. Oke, aku mau PHP lagi dulu bentar ya guys ya. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. Ayo kita lanjutkan lagi. Check on the victim. Yeah, right here. Oh.
Yo, you must be Masa.
And hope.
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me. I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought but instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of stick. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life.
Ugh, that idiot. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed?
I have no clue. But you weren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it.
Ah, don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them.
Nazuki Beach. So we're going over there. Kita akan pergi ke Nazuki. Mana? Di sini. Aku pernah sih sebenarnya main quest Ito, cuman udah lupa gara-gara lama.
Weather is not bad today. Oh, crud. I jinxed it. Now it's bound to rain.
Nah, semua mah langitnya nggak pernah cerah ya.
Off we go.
Nah, kayak Sumeru, Liwe, dan Monster. Habis itu ntar Fontaine.
Here sometime. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up.
Yeah, things might get a... Oh, here they come.
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time.
Let's go get them. Ito sama kita sekarang. Hell yeah. Red horn. Ini. Nggak bisa kita level up. Sah, asik.
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Fight first, talk later.
The fairy, finally.
There's four. There's four.
To the fairy. Finally, to the fairy.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant...
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know, but what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about, because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the... Huh? What's... Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni, you're a disgrace to the Oni Cup. Hey, come on, none of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here, man. Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. But do you have any idea of the kind of... We were cut off from the no clothing. So, that's why you joined a band of thieves? That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oaths? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain.
The song, the music, lagunya. Lagunya sangat sedih.
Matters most to me.
Yeah, if people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole
You make a good point. But the Blue Oni, unless of course this bonehead, he's the one that wasted this. Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission... You should get your priorities. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget it. Why couldn't you just...
There they are. Seize...
Oh no, it's...
Forget it. Look, I don't expect you to understand me.
Hey! He got away! Uh-oh.
We can't get... Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you too.
Oke, kita berarti main dari Ito doang.
Who goes there? Come on, man. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki.
Bentar. So kita ganti ke Jepang. Ini sama Makasih. Aduh, oke. Bisa. Tenggorokanku nggak kuat. Oh, ini sama Makasih, Ro. Dan Tokyo. Hup. Yeah. Oke. Dan lanjut lagi.
すげえ数だな。天領奉行は一体何人送ってきやがったんだ。俺様もまだ本調子じゃねえし、このままだとちょっとやめろ。まともに話したところで青鬼のやつがお尋ね。じゃあどうするんだ。
親分、ここは俺たちに任せてくれ。
鬼バーバから事情を聞いて助けに来たぜ。
やり合っても勝ち目はない。でも
そう時間は稼げないから早く
親分はやるべきことに専念。くそ、お前ら無事でいろよ。二人とも俺様についてこい。行くぞ。
逃がすか。おい
こっちだ。行かせねえ。
親分。
荒滝屋の親分だっていうのに兄弟たちに助けられるとは恥ずかしい話だ。
Mana footprint?
もう二度とあいつらを失望させはしねえ。この荒滝と生涯をかけて誓おう。さあ俺たちも足跡をたどって足跡が多くなってる。他にも仲間。壊れた荷車に貨物か。気ぃつけろ。何者かが待ち伏せしてる。俺たちの動きを警戒してるようだ。方向は間違ってない。進むぞ。慌てたような足跡と 生活の痕跡が残ってるか。
Nah,
ここには
juga.
人がいたのか。入り口がさらわれた人。
拓也もこの中に逃げ。
ん？どうした？ああ、当然あんな考えを実現し、俺様はあいつを助け。
Tidak perlu pakai karakter Ciyo. Kita ada Ito soal dari trial karakter kita. So it's fine. Mati. Maka ada chest gitu tersembunyi di balik-balik sini. Nggak ada? Ada? Oke. Eh.
俺様の勘を信じろ。大船に乗ったきりいいな。
Jing 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 jing. Oke, kita harus kesini. Grand Tokyo. Suaranya itu versi Jepangnya keren banget. Lagi yang versi Cinanya tuh. Yang Chinese dubnya. Keren banget sumpah. Ada. Oh, ini sama Makasih. Sah, wede. Oh, ada jalan ke atas. Apa ini? Apakah ada sebuah chest? Oh iya, ada chest. Sini. Nggak ada apa-apa. Oh, ini buat ke... Nah. Air berapa, Pas? 43. Itu halo, Beb. Udah lama sekali kamu tidak kesini. Selesai. Ya, pas habis vakum. Vakum, maksud?
落ち着け。まだ。
けど大輔は。お前たち。大輔を見たの？あの子は今どこに？無事なの？
安心しろ。大輔なら無事だ。俺、地図を見ろ。今はヤシオリ島のここにいる。早く会い。
あなたたちが大輔を助けてくれたの？
男たるもの、他人を見捨てるわけにはいいが。
まったく。ちょっと。
それは奴らが強欲で、誰も逆らうことはできない。
あいつら。
それがしてないんだ。鬼の そういえば
彼は夜になるとこっそり食料や水をもあなたは彼の
まあ
彼は何か事情を抱えているのかしら。私には彼が悪い人のようには見えない。
なんつうかあいつは悩んでてな。俺様はそう
言ってもらえて安心だわ。
ここはまだ安全じゃね
ええ、本当。
過ちを犯した子供か。
Oh, precious cash.
早く行こう。手遅れになる前にな。
Bukan sini. Itu kita di sini. Apakah ada kayak semacam chest tersembunyi mungkin? Oh kan bentar aja. Coba kita ke sini. Ini kemana ini? Oh, ini ke tempat yang tadi. Oke. Hup. Berjatuh. Aku muter-muter lah, itu tadi kayaknya. Aduh. Ayo itu, let's go. Ini kemana lagi nih? Atau putar lagi ke sini kali ya? Coba. Oh iya benar. Oke, jadi tinggal kita ke atas lagi. Benazuma itu AR 30-an kalau nggak salah. Iya, kalau nggak salah pas AR 30-an. Aku pas kena Zuma tuh pas AR 30-an. Cek aja live streaming lama aku, live streaming Genshin lama aku. Itu kalau nggak salah itu aku live streaming Genshin masih di Inazuma. Dan sisa quest-questnya gitu sama event-event aku mainnya off camera, nggak nge-record atau nggak live streaming. Soalnya males banget gitu. Soalnya aku pengennya nge-grinding aja. Sini kalian, ayo datang. Satu lagi, shutdown lagi. Ini sama Makasih. Mana lagi ya? Mana? Kamu pemimpinnya ya? Ora. Grand Tokyo, boys.
これで勝ったつもりか。一ついいことを教えてやる。この札の面白いところは。
くだらねえ話に耳を貸すつもりはねえ。
こっちに来るな。もう一枚はな。
ここを全部吹き飛ばす気か？
もちろん、俺は脱出するための通路を用意してる。貴様らはこの砦とともに地中深くに埋もれるがいい。じゃあな、みんなどういうことだ。札
どうした。まさか
その札
変な真似をされたら困るからな。あら、
何の真似だ。
裏切るならここの全員を生き埋めにするつもりだったお前こそ。
脳が今日垂れるのは終わったが、終わったんなら少し黙っててもらうぜ。
オッケ
ー。よくやった拓也。お前がいてくれて助かったぜ。
下がれ。
は？
下がれと言ってるんだ。
おい、わかった。とりあえず落ち。
この男の起爆は阻止したが、俺自身生き埋めにされたくなければここにいるぜ。
そんなこと、もしお前がそんなに残忍なやつ。
お前と話し合うつもりはない。この件は最初から最後まで
犠牲になっていいやつなんて。
じゃあどうしろって言うんだ。俺は鬼族の誇りに泥を塗り、先祖との約束を一族が十分な物資を得るため、これは全てここにいたぞ。
Aku sini mau makan ini ya, makan Indomie. Lapar.
天領奉行、来やがれ。俺を捕まえろ。お前らは人間の罪人を捕まえる専門。
まさかあいつ。
うるせえ。そいつの話なんかに耳を貸すな。
お前
おい拓也、お前の犠牲は犠牲になるってことは、ただお前だけよく聞く。青鬼は厳しいだが、現実は俺らをひどくもてあそんだ。全てが片付くまでおとなしく俺様の横に。まだ俺らは終わりじゃねえだろ拓也。
Oh no. Oh no. Buar. Cutscene boy. Wah, mati dia.
ここは俺様に任せろ。まだ大勢の人質が残ってる。そいつらを助けに行く。でも見くびんじゃねえ。お前ら逃げろ。さあ早く。
Wes, lagunya.
ほっといてくれ。お前は逃げろ。これは俺が受けるべき罰だ。黙ってそこで待ってろ。
Cool cutscene. Udah, gitu kan keren ya, guys. Itu bahasa Jepang keren.
なんだそのしけた面はよ。お前らの豆にさえ当たってなけりゃな。今
どうしてだ。どうして俺のために。俺は罪人だ。助ける必要などないのに。
俺たちは鬼族同士だからな。俺らの父ちゃん母ちゃん、じいちゃんもばあちゃんも家族を見捨てるなんてことは、むしろもっと早く俺様のところに来いってんだ。俺様の存在を知ってたんなら最初から相談しに来い。俺様は決して
青鬼は赤鬼に迷惑をか。
それは違うぜ。俺様は青鬼がいたから俺様の全ては。
だがお前だって苦労してるんじゃ。
俺らの約束を俺んとこの荒竹アキラはいびきがうる。鬼ばあばも俺様、そして
じゃあ
安心しろ。荒竹
カイラギとさらわれた人はこちらで対応した。お前らも拓也、調査の結果強盗罪と一つ。お前が今回の悪事で得たもの。
それだけはやめてくれ。
大丈夫だ。だが心配はいらん。お前の一族は俺様。
何をカッコつけてるんだ。お前は公務し。
おっとそれを忘れてたぜ。どうが問題ねえ。荒竹派の兄弟たちに。
彼らも全員捕まえた。
天領奉行の
ならばお前らに任せるしかねえな。感謝すんぜ。
お前らもだぞ。こいつらは全員過ちを。だが
待て、まさかお前すごいやつだったのか。じゃあな、またいつか会おう。
Oh ini kabutonya. Ada di sini. Apakah tamat? Hah? Ayolah udahan. Belum juga. Kita bisa masuk lagi nggak sih ke domainnya? Kita lihat. Oh, udah nggak bisa. Aduh. Aku udah kunci nggak ya? Surrender key. Nope. Don't have any. That's okay. Lanjut kita elektro tulisnya udah 16. Coba kita itu harusnya ada bisa deh. Seharusnya. Grenioni, I'm back. But Ito got arrested, boh. Ito ditangkap, boy. Jadi
そんなこと、イト兄ちゃんは捕まったけど、悲しむ必要、無茶なことをしたかもしれないけど、私たち、だからいかつい顔、よくは。
おばあさん、
ああ、
それでは僕たちはそろそろ帰るとしよう。また今度遊びに行きます。
最後は青鬼一族の件は
何か手伝
イットが釈放され、そう思いつ、私がじゃがなぜなら。
Cutscene baru lagi?
昔々、あるところに仲のいい赤鬼と青鬼が住んでいました。人間と友達になりたい赤鬼の願いを叶えるため、青鬼は悪者を演じ姿を消してしまいます。長い時が経ち、赤鬼は人間と友達になると、青鬼もこの輪に入れたいと思うようになりました。ですが、青鬼の行方は分かりません。彼を探すため、高い山を越え、大きな川を渡りました。青鬼の痕跡はたくさんありましたが、それを見つけるたび、彼はわざと隠れているのだと分かりました。赤鬼は青鬼を真似て、荒野に一通の手紙を残します。
青、僕にはたくさんの人間の友達ができたよ。もうすぐ盛大な宴を開こうと思うんだ。友達に参加してもらいたい。もちろん青もね。会わなくてもいい。隠れながらでもいいんだ。
青鬼はこっそり村に戻ると、身を潜めながら豪華な食事と温かな火を眺め、その光景に憧れました。でもお腹が鳴ろうと、青鬼はかつての誓いを胸に、ただ遠くから眺めているだけ。すると突如、赤鬼が背後から現れます。青鬼は驚きました。
よう、やっと帰ってきたか。あいつらにお前を紹介させてくれ。俺様の最高のダチを。
Selesai. Selesai. Oh, akhirnya selesai. Oke, kita ambil dulu hadiahnya, habis itu kita udahan. Sebentar dulu ya guys ya. Kita klaim dulu hadiahnya, baru kita udahan streamingnya. Hup. Adventure rank reward. Akhirnya aku dapat satu lagi. Please yang bagus. No. Jelek. Tapi lumayan sih. Treasure racing lagi. Tunggu. Nextnya itu apa? Oh, gacha satu sama primogem sama ini. Brilliant Diamond Gemstone sama ini lagi loh, biasa lah. Tapi ya sudah, itu saja untuk live streaming kita hari ini. Terima kasih semuanya yang sudah menonton. Terlalu lagunya belum aku setel. Oke. Ya guys, terima kasih semuanya yang udah mau nonton live streaming kita hari ini. Thank you semuanya yang udah mau nonton live streaming kita hari ini. Kalau kalian suka jangan lupa tinggalkan like, share, dan juga subscribe. Namaku Fashla MC. Sampai jumpa lagi di streaming selanjutnya, alias minggu depan atau 2 minggu lagi, atau kapan nggak tahu. Tapi udah, bye bye semuanya.